History is supposed to make sense. Dates, causes, consequences. But sometimes history doesn't explain, it malfunctions. Events happen with no clear origin, no logical cause, no satisfying ending, just aftermath and silence. These aren't myths passed down by rumor. They are real documented moments recorded in official archives, newspapers, and scientific reports. Moments where reality broke its own rules and never bothered to fix them. If history can glitch once, what's stopping it from doing it again? Just after sunrise on June 30th, 1908, a blinding flash tore across the Siberian sky. Seconds later, a shock wave flattened more than 800 square miles of forest. Trees fell outward, perfectly radial, as if something exploded in midair with impossible force. Windows shattered hundreds of miles away. People were thrown from chairs. The night sky glowed for days, and yet there was no crater, no meteor fragments, no radioactive residue consistent with a weapon. Official theories range from airbursts to antimatter to comet vapor, but none explain everything. Something hit Earth and left almost nothing behind. 9 experienced hikers entered the Ural Mountains. None came back alive. Their tent was found ripped open from the inside. Footprints showed them fleeing barefoot into sub-zero darkness. Some died of hypothermia. Others suffered crushed skulls and broken ribs without external wounds. One was missing a tongue. Several showed unexplained radiation. No signs of a fight. No avalanche damage. No animals. Whatever they encountered terrified them more than death itself. Even today, Russia's final conclusion remains chillingly vague. An unknown compelling force. It started with one woman. She danced in the street, silently, violently, for days. Within weeks, hundreds joined her. They danced until their feet split open, until hearts failed, until bodies collapsed mid-step. There was no music, no celebration, no joy. The doctors prescribed more dancing. It killed them faster. To this day, no one agrees whether it was poisoning, hysteria, or something that spread through the air like a curse. At noon, a massive storage tank ruptured. A 30-foot wall of molasses surged through Boston at 35 miles per hour. Buildings collapsed. Horses drowned. People were trapped and suffocated. When it cooled, the streets hardened, locking debris in place like fossils. Witnesses claimed the tank groaned before exploding. Years later, locals still said the area smelled sweet on hot days. A disaster so absurd, it still feels unreal. A single vat burst inside a brewery. It triggered a chain reaction. More than 300,000 gallons of beer flooded the streets. 8 people drowned in beer. Homes collapsed. People rushed with buckets. Others vanished under the wave. No storms. No earthquakes. Just one pressure failure. And history's strangest flood. If history is written by survivors, what about the ones who saw what shouldn't exist? The plague spread faster than any medieval trade route should allow. Entire cities fell in weeks. Some chroniclers described dark shapes in the sky before outbreaks. Others claimed bells rang with no hands. Modern science explains the bacteria, but not the speed, pattern, or sudden disappearance. It arrived like it knew where to go, and left just as suddenly. In a quiet village, people began laughing, not joyfully, uncontrollably, for hours, then days. Some laughed until they collapsed and died. No poison identified. No infection found. Just laughter, lethal, unstoppable, and unexplained. A radio telescope picked up a signal from deep space. Perfect frequency, perfect duration, 72 seconds long. Not noise, not random. Intelligent, it never repeated. Astronomers stared at the circled printout for decades. One message, one chance. Silence forever after. Red rain fell from the sky. Microscopic analysis showed living cells, but no DNA. They multiplied under heat. They didn't die. Scientists argued dust. Locals called it blood from the heavens. No final explanation was ever agreed upon. A Navy blimp took off with 2 crew members. Hours later, it drifted unmanned into a residential neighborhood. Engines running. Controls intact. Parachutes still on board. The cockpit door locked. The men were never found. The military quietly closed the case. History isn't broken. It's incomplete. Some events don't fit because we don't yet understand the rules. Or maybe the rules were never as solid as we believed. These weren't stories meant to scare. They were warnings. And the fact that we still can't explain them might be the most unsettling truth of all. Which of these events do you think hides the real truth? Because history never lies. It just forgets.